Winter is officially here, and if you drive a diesel truck, you know that the cold season can be as tough on your engine as it is on your daily routine. I mean, I can't be the only one whose joints hurt in the cold, and nobody likes scraping windshields off after all. Failing to prepare your truck for winter can lead to serious performance issues, expensive repairs, and possibly even leaving you stranded when you need your truck the most. I'm Dusty LBZ here with my friends at Doc's Diesel, and today we're going to be going over our list of the top 5 things that you need to do to make sure that your truck stays running smoothly even after the mercury drops. Let's get started. Now, first things first, one of the first things we're going to recommend when it comes to preparing your truck for winter is going to be quite simply to change your oil and filter. Cold weather impacts oil in some pretty significant ways, causing it to thicken and ultimately flow more slowly. It's like molasses, it's just gummy. This makes it harder for your engine to circulate oil effectively, which can lead to things like poor lubrication, harder starts, and increased wear on critical engine components. By starting winter with a fresh oil change, you ensure that your engine has the protection it needs when the temperatures plummet. Now, if you live in an area where temperatures frequently drop to extremely lows in the wintertime, this is also going to be a perfect opportunity for you to switch to a lighter weight oil designed for cold conditions. Heavier oils that may work fine in the summer are going to struggle in the winter, so when in doubt, consult your owner's manual for the recommended oil viscosity for extreme cold conditions. In addition to changing that oil, don't forget about your oil filter. A clogged or dirty filter can restrict oil flow, negating the benefits of all of that fresh oil that you just put in and putting your engine at risk. Replacing the filter ensures that the oil flows freely, it provides necessary lubrication and protection, and your oil stays clean. Now, the folks at Doc's Diesel offer top quality oil filters specifically designed to meet the demands of diesel engines, and that's a fact. These filters are built to handle tough conditions, giving you peace of mind as you head into the winter. Make sure you visit the website to get your oil and your filter for your next oil change. It's that simple. Now, winter is also notorious for exposing weak spots in things like your truck's belts, the hoses, and its batteries. Cold temperatures make rubber components brittle, and that increases the likelihood of cracking or breaking. You can prevent a lot of mishap and, quite honestly, a lot of headaches by simply just inspecting your belts for signs of wear, looking for things like fraying or cracking or belt glazing, stuff like that. A snapped belt can leave you stranded in the cold, and let's face it, nobody wants that for you or for me. Along the same notes there, check your hoses for leaks, for soft spots, for visible wear. Things like a cracked or leaking hose can result in coolant loss, which is again gonna mean bad news bears if you aren't careful. Replacing worn out belts and hoses before they fail is a proactive step that's gonna save you from a major headache later on. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. That's what my granddad always said. As it gets cold, your battery also is going to need some special attention, especially in the winter months. Cold weather significantly reduces a battery's cold cranking power, which means a weak battery that maybe got you by in the summertime is going to fail this winter. To prevent this, you just test your battery, pull it out, take it to the auto parts store, make sure it looks good, it holds the charge, and it delivers adequate voltage. If your battery's more than 3 years old or showing signs of struggle when it's starting, it's probably a good idea to replace it. Investing in a new battery now, again, is going to save you from being stuck on the side of the road when it's -1, like it's going to be literally tonight here in Wisconsin. Another often overlooked step in winter prep is checking your block heater. Now, if your truck is equipped with one, now's the time to locate that cord and ensure it's in good working condition. Make sure that the cord's not broken or frayed, the insulation isn't torn, anything like that. Block heaters are an essential part when the temperatures dip below freezing, as they're going to pre-warm your engine's coolant and or oil, making that truck start easier, reducing wear on your engine components, and also just helping it warm up quicker. Take a moment and just inspect that block heater cord for things like fraying or exposed wires, other damaged stuff like that. And if you find issues with it, just replace it. It's way easier. They're just a few bucks, and it's going to save you a lot of headaches and also keep your truck from burning to the ground. For those areas where temperatures regularly dip below freezing, plugging in your block heater at night can make all the difference. Now, if your truck doesn't already have a block heater, it is worth considering that investment, as it's going to protect your engine and make those cold starts less stressful both for you and your truck. Next up on the winter prep list is replacing your fuel filters. Now, diesel fuel filters play a crucial role in keeping your engine running smoothly, but they're especially important during the winter months. Cold weather can cause your diesel fuel to gel, and if your diesel fuel gels, it's going to create blockages that prevent your engine from getting the fuel that it needs, and if your diesel doesn't have fuel, it's not going to run. A dirty or clogged fuel filter makes this even worse because you have less flow, and therefore it's going to lead to hard starts, poor performance, or even a completely non-running truck. Replacing your fuel filters before winter ensures that your fuel system is ready to handle the challenges of cold. Now, of course, my friends at Dox are going to offer high-quality fuel filters that are designed to meet the demands of diesel engines, especially in harsh conditions. These filters are going to ensure a consistent flow of clean fuel. They're going to reduce the risk of gelling, and overall, they're going to keep your engine running efficiently, especially in the colder months. It's also a smart idea to keep a spare fuel filter in your truck during the winter months. Typically, you can hide that in things like a toolbox, under the back seat, really anywhere you got the space to do it. But if you encounter fuel gelling or other issues on the road, having that spare filter is going to save you from an expensive tow or just a really long day. Swapping out that fuel filter is a relatively simple task, and it's far more convenient than dealing with a gelled fuel system, especially while you're miles from home. It's a small measure of insurance that means that you can stay moving when you need to, and that's worth something. Now, one of the most effective ways to prevent diesel fuel gelling and other cold weather fuel problems is also going to be to use some sort of winter diesel fuel additive. Diesel fuel gels when the paraffin wax in diesel begins to solidify in low temperatures, which creates a gel-like substance that's going to clog your fuel lines, your filters, and ultimately lead to a bad time. To avoid this, you can treat your fuel with an anti-gel additive designed for winter use. For example, Dox has a specially formulated winter diesel additive that not only prevents gelling, but also improves cold weather starts, protects your fuel system, adds some lubricity, all the good stuff that you'd want. These additives work by lowering the temperature at which diesel fuel is going to gel, ensuring that your fuel remains fluid even in the bitter cold. Now, adding a diesel fuel additive to your tank every fill up during the winter months is really simple, and it's an effective way to keep your truck running smoothly when it gets cold. By following all these steps, you can ensure that your diesel truck is ready to face even the harshest winter conditions, no matter if you're in the US, Canada, or anywhere else that gets cold. Changing your oil and filters, inspecting belts and batteries, checking your block heater, replacing your fuel filters, and of course using a winter diesel additive are all essential practices that are going to protect your engine, enhance performance, and ultimately prevent those costly breakdowns. Winter prep might take a little effort up front, but it is a small investment of both time and money compared to the expense and inconvenience of major repairs or a stranded truck. Trust me, we've been there. It's expensive to tow trucks. Don't let winter catch you off guard. Visit doxdiesel.com to stock up on everything that you're going to need for your winter prep, including high quality filters, oil, and fuel additives. Again, all of this stuff is specifically designed to meet the demands of your diesel engine, ensuring that your truck is ready to perform at its best, no matter how cold it is. With these tips in mind, you can tackle winter with confidence and keep your diesel engine running all season long.